Welcome to Hcare. In this video today we will be showing you the regular workflow of our Hcare system that starts with booking an appointment and ends with completing the appointment and invoice generations. To do that, let us go to the appointment scheduler first. As you can see, this is the calendar view of the appointment scheduler. You can also change the view to list view simply by clicking on this button here. On the right side, we also have a small calendar which can be used to select and go to a specific date for booking an appointment accordingly. We also have daily, weekly and monthly views. We can also go to the next day and previous day by selecting on these respective arrows here. In here we also have few filters that are available to filter out the appointments as desired. For example, departments, rooms, doctors, status and so on. Now in the calendar you can see there are some columns and rows. For the columns it indicates the doctor's names and the room names, and the rows indicates the appointment times or the working hours of the clinic. To book an appointment, click on a slot that corresponds to the required doctor and the required appointment time. For example, if I want to book an appointment with Dr. 3 at 2:30 p.m., click on this slot. After clicking, you can see that a new wizard has appeared on the screen. In this wizard, there is an option which is called is a registered patient. This option is used to indicate if the patient is old or new. By default in our system, this option will be always checked marked. For old patient, keep this option checked marked, and you can search the patient details simply by typing the patient name, patient phone number or patient file number or the patient ID. If it's a new patient, you have to uncheck this mark and go ahead with providing all the details. You can search the patient details by typing the patient name. Press on spacebar. A selection of existing patient name will be displayed on the screen. Choose the required patient and you will see that all the necessary information has been filled already. You can also mark the patient status from here. For example, if the patient is coming with an appointment or if it's a walk-in patient. After filling all the information, let us click on create, and you will see that an appointment has been created on the calendar. Now, I would like to talk about these colors that are represented on each of this appointment, what each colors indicates. So in our system, the status of the appointments are indicated by different colors. As you can see in this flow chart, each color has a different meaning, which refers to a specific status of the appointment. For example, the color pink states appointment is created. The color purple states the appointment is confirmed. And when we are closing the appointment, the color blue indicates that the appointment has been closed. We also have two other status, which is missed and cancelled. For the missed, the appointment color will be in orange, and for cancelled appointments, it will be in red. Moving back to the appointment scheduler, on the right side you can see that there is a filter called status. From here you can check which colors indicate which status, and you can filter the appointments according to the status as required. Now let us go ahead and complete the appointment that we have created. As you can see that the color of this appointment is pink, which means that the appointment is in booked status. To confirm the status, right click on the appointment, select confirm and click update. We also have two other options as cancel and reschedule. The reschedule option will be shown on a later video. Once confirmed, the color of the appointment changes to purple. When the patient comes in and checks into the clinic, click on the appointment and change the status of the appointment to checked in by clicking on this button. As you can see, the status will be updated to the checked in status. In here, we can edit and we can still update the information that we have recorded before. We also have an insurance options here, which can be used for insurance patients, and it will be shown on a later video. We also have an option to remind the patients about their appointments by SMS. Next, when the patient sees the doctor or goes inside the doctor's room, we can change the status of the appointment to Hcare. When the patient is in Hcare status, we can click on Edit and fill the necessary information like clinical assessments, complaints and findings as needed. We also have a prescription tab that can be used to prescribe medicines to the patient and can be printed as well. Next, we have the treatment tab. This tab is connected to the dental chart or derma chart of our system, which we will be showing on a later video. The next tab is the payment line. For the regular scenario, the doctors or the nurses can add the treatments that has been done on this particular appointment simply by clicking on Add an item. We can type the treatment name here. As you can see, a selection of the available treatments will be displayed on the screen. We can click on Search More and view the whole list. Select the required treatment and you can see that the price has been automatically filled by the system. If the doctor wants, he or she can also provide a discount to this particular appointment simply by clicking on the discount option and specifying the discount amount. And the system will automatically calculate the total price after the discount. We also have attachment tabs which can be used for attaching any documents or scan if needed. We also have notes which the doctors and nurses can use for future references of this appointment. Once all the informations are filled, click on Save. And when the patient is done with the doctor or completed the appointment, we can mark the status to completed. After the status has been changed to completed, you can see that an invoice has been generated with the total amount that has to be collected from the patient. Let us go ahead and validate this invoice. Then we can see that this invoice can be printed for the patient as patient receipt. We can also register the payment by clicking on Register Payment button. In here, specify the amount that has to be paid, select the payment journal or payment mode, and also specify the payment date. We can also pay partially or we can also pay by different modes. Once the informations are filled, click on Validate. Then you can see that there is no due balance that is left for this patient. And this marks the completion of this appointment. So in the appointment scheduler, you can see that the color of the appointment has changed to blue, which means visit is closed. And that's all for this video. Thank you, and I will be seeing you on the next one.